Hello, welcome back to the Earthstar Tribrid channel. I am your host, Earthstar Tribrid. I hope everybody had an amazing Thanksgiving. I know I did. Spent some time with the family. I did work, not on here, but I did work. And I'm doing something a little different. I'm not channeling a loved one, but I am doing a read for a coworker of mine. They wanted some questions answered, but it's more of whatever's going to come out. This person has a lot of questions about what's been going on in their life and have asked me to dive into it a little bit for them. So we're going to see what comes out. We're going to probably dig into either career, finances, romantic partnerships, platonic partnerships, basically whatever it decides that it wants to talk to my coworker about. That's what we're going to do. Obviously, for privacy reasons, I'm not going to put the name up, but I am this coworker is going to be watching, so hopefully you get the answers that you need, and we'll go from there. And let me know how much it resonates. And this is at this moment, this is like the best way I can do it, because for whatever reason, I can't really send videos out more than 10 to 15 minutes, and my reads are usually about an hour, maybe sometimes two. So here we go. Am I speaking to the All High Almighty? Am I speaking with Jesus Christ? Am I speaking with anyone else other than the two of you? No. Okay. Are we doing a read for my coworker? That is a yes. Okay. What would you like to talk to my coworker about first? Romantic partnerships? Career and finance? Health? Okay, romantic partnerships. Okay, so right now they want to talk about romantic partnerships, so that's what we're going to be discussing first. Okay, I'm hearing roll the dice. I should get a cup of some sort. Be a little bit easier, but we'll just go with this. Okay, we have 2, 4, 5, and a double 6. Okay. Okay, zip code wise is coming up with Keeling, Virginia. Check this out. The number 24566 is the zip code for Keeling, Virginia, a small community in Pennsylvania County. That's hilarious. Pennsylvania. It's like Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania all rolled into one big word. Pennsylvania. What the hell? That's hilarious. Okay. We'll do spiritual meaning next. That's so funny. Okay. Spiritual meaning of 24566, love, money, okay, signifies abundance and prosperity. It suggests that individuals associated with this number have the potential to attract financial abundance and joy. And enjoy what? That's like, you're just going to give me ... Really? Okay, hold on a second. That's hilarious. Okay, hold on. Let me... Da, 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 da. Okay. Okay. So 24566 signifies abundance and prosperity. It suggests that the individuals associated with this number have the potential to attract financial abundance and enjoy material comforts. However, it is important to remember that wealth itself is not the ultimate goal. Number 24566 reminds us to use our financial resources to create a positive impact and contribute and contribute, sorry. I thought I was about to say contribution. My brain just blew. And contribute to the well-being of others, okay? And okay, so even though it does not have a widely recognized signal of spiritual meaning, but it appears in specific contexts like a specific biblical verse number or a catalog number for an artifact. Our one source connects it to a Hebrew word meaning for night creature or screech owl from the Bible, while another references a specific artifact called the Kuba whistle, okay, from an African art gallery, which would be associated with the spiritual practices of the Kuba people. I don't know who they are. Oh, okay. The number 24566 is the Strong's concordance number for the word Hebrew word Lilith. Lilith is often translated as night creature or screech owl and is associated with the desolation of places where wild animals dwell. Connection to legend. Although the text is likely referring to an animal, some translators have linked it to the Jewish mythical figure Lilith, a demoness based on later folklore. Now this is regarding romantic partnerships, okay? Okay. So the Cuba whistle is used as is used to identify Cuba whistle, the number. Cultural significance. The whistle is used during ritual ceremonies by the Cuba people, a kingdom of Central Africa, to honor the king or the spirits of the deceased. As a ceremonial object, the whistle is connected to the spiritual practices and beliefs of the Cuba culture through its use in rituals. Okay. I can't give away. When I talk to my coworker, I let them know, I don't want to know too much information for it could I don't want to be biased about anything. But I do know a few things, and the fact that this is coming out, it's about the whole Hebrew Lilith thing. Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go ahead into the box and what they want to say regarding towards your romantic partnerships or partnership. Okay, not looking. Whoa, okay. Remember, nighttime creature. We got the moon out here. Number 1, question mark, and we have South Node. South Node basically means you're not really on your divine path. And that could definitely mean, since we were talking about your romantic relationships, you're not on your divine path when it comes to your romantic relationship. Remember, you will know your relationship better than I, so please put it to where it fits in order for you to make the best decision for you. And that is a D. We got a triple D out here. Somebody probably wears a triple D. Just saying. Do you need me to pull out any more letters? Yeah. This is just, it may not mean anything, but it may be something. We got BLVD, BLVD, like boulevard of some sort. That could be significant to something. Okay, we have fixed twice. Fixed is stability. We got the number 6. We got 1 and 6 out here. We got exclamation point. Got another R. Do I have an R here? Yes, R. Another D. Double, like quadruple D. Got triple X out here. Triple X could be like alcohol poisoning, or like maybe there's alcohol poisoning. I don't know. Somebody probably drinks to excess at times, or they do something to excess. Something to an excess. And it also could be something like this. Triple X could mean sex. It could mean death. It could mean poison. It can mean, and when I say poison, it doesn't necessarily mean poison. It could just be like what's your poison. If you don't know that analogy or phrase, it basically means like what are you drinking? What's your drink? I'm seeing, I don't know. I'm seeing vodka out here. I just saw like vodka. Drinks vodka like water. I just saw. I was seeing it earlier, but now it's really popping out now. Witch magic. I'm getting like black magic. Keep in mind black magic. Oh, we also got dark magic out here. Okay, so this is the with. Hold on a second. Hold on. Something. Okay. All right. I don't know if she does anything, or she, he, whoever does anything like this. Okay, so I'm going to explain. I've explained it before, but I'm going to kind of explain it again. Dark magic is when somebody actually does something. Like they're actually putting something in your food, they're putting something in your drink. And black magic is when they're actually just speaking something to existence. Just keep that in mind. Remember, we got South Node, Night. They might have done something on a moon phase on either the 1st, the 6th, or the 16th, or the 7th, or that could be the month, either January, June. Like these months could be significant. You can either have the month January or June significant. You can also have July significant as well, because 6 plus 1 is 7, obviously. Or 6 minus 1 is 5, and that's Gemini, May. So 1st, 6th, 16th, 7th, or 5th. And obviously the 16th isn't a month, but maybe they've been doing something for 16 months, 16 years. I'm seeing deal. Deal. Mad. Somebody could be mad. Do you want me to pull out any more letters? Yes. Okay. Alright, so this is I was seeing magic when I first pulled out the letters, and then as I was kind of moving everything around into their places, I was seeing witch. I don't know if you know that they are a witch, or they could be a closeted witch and not tell you these things. Because all right, this can be really really gross. I mean, like, take it as it is resonating for you, okay? But with dark magic, putting something in your food or drink, that could be some type of herbal, or one way for somebody to bind you to them, no matter how hard you try and get away, is I just heard it. I just got it going off. They put sorry, but they will put their blood, specifically menstrual blood. So anything with red sauce, something that you won't easily detect, like blood. Oh my god, dude, I'm just not seeing it. Okay. So they do want me to pull out more letters. So hold on, let me get everything back to where they were. If if this is we got meal. If they do make your food, I wouldn't eat anything that they make you. Either make it yourself or just, you know, I would stay away from it. If they do make you food, don't eat it. If they like to make you drinks, don't drink it. Put these back because we're about to pull out some more letters here. And I remember you telling me that this person is freaked out a little bit by the fact that I'm able to do this type of stuff. And that might be the reason why that I might expose that. Just keep that in. My heater just kicked off. Just stopped after I just said that. So yeah. I'm taking that as a sign. So, but yeah, I would not eat or drink anything this person makes or gives you. I wouldn't. Just make it yourself, get it yourself. Bro, we got 3 south nodes out here. Okay? That's 3 south nodes in a row. Somebody is not on their defined path. We have Mercury out here, which is a sign for our communication. Here's 7. Remember when I was saying 1 plus 6 is 7. We also got 12 out here. We have, remember 1 plus 6 is 7. There we go. We got 2 question marks. This is question mark and 1 exclamation point. So, okay. We got vet. Somebody probably needs to take their pet to the vet if they have one. Or maybe you have a vet check coming up for them. Okay, so I'm getting Baba Yaga. Okay, Baba Yaga. I know a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, John Wick." It's no, that's not what this is. What this is referring to. Baba Yaga is about a witch, not a boogeyman. If you actually know Russian folklore, Baba Yaga is actually a witch that basically lures children, but they're a dark witch that basically eats children. And people are like, well, witchcraft probably doesn't even exist. Like, it doesn't matter what you believe in. It really doesn't matter what you believe in. If the person that doesn't believes in it, it's enough. We got hush. Somebody wants me to be quiet. Hush. Hush. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna be quiet. Fuck you. I'm gonna expose your ass if this is what's going on, bitch. I'm exposing your ass. So again, put it as you see it in your life. You know what I mean? I'm not here to scare nobody, but I would suggest, okay, I'm suggesting like some type of a cleanse, like a spirit. Where is it at? I love it when I start to say it and then boom, I see it. Like honestly, spiritual cleanse, kind of purify your body. Oh my God! Where are you? 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 There you are. Oh my goodness. So pure, yeah. So spiritual cleanse. I'm saying pure, but I'm also getting purify your I just saw my eyes. There we go. Body. You meaning you're basically gonna have to oh, good lord. Okay. It's going too fast. Hold on. You're gonna need to detox. Detox. Okay. You're going to, in order to, if this is what's really going on, like that the first message that came out, if that's really what's going on, this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to do a spiritual cleanse and purify your body, okay? You're going to have to detox. You're going to have to stop drinking, smoking, drink plenty of water. That's 13 and 13. Possibly for like a month. Because you got 12 plus 1 is 13, and then 6 plus 7 is 13. Together makes 26. So basically for the next 26 days, do a spiritual cleanse. No drinking, alcohol, no smoking. Just detox your body, okay? You got it. You got to do it. Drink plenty of water. Drinking water is just going to flush everything out. Okay? Like I said, do not eat or drink this person gives you. Don't let them bait you. into any type of like arguments or banter that's going to make you get all flustered. We got communication here. With, like I said, like the bantering back and forth with one another, you're gonna have to separate yourself from this person in order to like cleanse your spirit, basically. I'm not sitting here saying go on a fast or anything like that. I mean, that will help. It will help, like fasting from like anything too heavy, whether it's like fried foods or anything like meat, fried foods, stuff like that. Just detox your body and get it all out of your system. Eat light for at least the 26 days. Okay, because this is really, really going to help you. It's going to help clear your mind. It's going to give you a better, it's the answers are basically going to come to you when you do this. Bro. The horn just beeped. There's my O's. There it is. Answers will come to you. Plea. Somebody's going to plead. They're going to beg. They're going to beg you. Oh my God. They are going to try and pull at your heartstrings. Dude. It's smoky in here right now. Good Lord. Pull at your... Don't let them do it. I mean, it's going to hurt. It really is. But, you got to think about you here because obviously they're not thinking about you. If that's the case, they wouldn't be putting you through this shit. I know I have another N here. Yep. I know I got a G. I saw the G. So they're, like I said, they're gonna pull at your heartstrings to keep you. Pull at your heartstrings to keep you. And that's the source of black magic too, by the way. I'm getting body. Body what? Oh, the detox body. That's what I'm getting for that. Okay. I'm getting Paul. Hold on a second. My thing just started spitting. Okay. So I looked up Saint Paul. I looked up Saint Paul. Most commonly refers to Saint Paul the Apostle, a key figure in early Christianity who was a missionary and author of numerous New Testament letters. His meaning is defined by his role in spreading Christianity to non-Jews, Gentiles. His theological contributions and his dramatic conversion from prosecutor to one of faith's most influential figures. Born as Saul of Tarsus, he was a Roman citizen and a Pharisee, I don't know what that is, who initially persecuted Christians. After a vision on the road to Damascus, he converted and became a pivotal missionary, most famously known as the Apostle of the Gentiles. In spreading Christianity, his mission journeys were crucial in spreading Christianity throughout the Roman Empire, and he is considered one of the most important figures after Jesus in the history of Christianity. My ear is itching like crazy right now. Okay. Oh my goodness. So, St. Paul's writings and teachings have profoundly influenced Christian theology, particularly his emphasis on the resurrection of Christ and the conception of salvation through faith. I guess this is basically saying to you, like, have faith. If you do pray, or if like Paul isn't significant in any way, maybe you should give like an offering to St. Paul to like help you, detox and cleanse your spirit, basically. The reason why is like, like all you have to do is like you don't have to sit here and put like a big offering out, like if you get a little bored like this and just write St. Paul on there, just give an offering like an apple and light a candle and just ask him to help you cleanse your spirit. Okay. Alright, let's put these back. It got smoky as crap up in here. Oh my goodness, my eyes are burning. Whew. Let's see what else comes out here. And put things a little bit of a way so that way I can kind of get my bearings again. I mean, that was pretty straightforward. Like I said, put it where it sees fit. If you had some type of like hints of something going on like this, then this is definitely clarification for you. Okay, as I was doing this, this is what I saw, and I saw out, and then I heard get out. Try. Tri-state. Yeah, it's a get out. Okay. It's all coming out. Get out right now. Leave. I was gonna be trust, but then I started hearing faith. Leave, have faith. So we got get out right now, leave, have faith, everything will be. Do I not have another eye? I just want to have another eye. I'm getting everything will be fine. I'm getting don't. Delay. Gout. I know gout has something to do with being overweight. Gout meaning, yeah, a disease in which a defective metabolism of uric acid causes arthritis, especially in the smaller bones of the feet, deposition of chalk stones, and episodes of acute pain. Or gout could also mean a drop or spot, especially of blood, smoke, or flame. We were talking about blood stuff earlier. Gout is caused by a buildup of uric acid in the body, which forms crystals in the joints that lead to inflammation, pain, and swelling. This buildup happens either because the body produces too much uric acid or the kidneys don't eliminate enough of it. Factors that increase the risk of gout could include a diet and high purines, alcohol consumption. Okay. Remember, obesity and certain medical conditions like kidney disease. Alcohol, especially beer, can interfere with the body's ability to eliminate uric acid. Beverages and foods sweetened with fructose or high fructose corn syrup increase uric acid. Medical conditions include kidney disease, heart failure, high blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity. Gout can run in families and is more common in men and women after menopause. Certain medications such as diuretics, emotional stress, fatigue, surgery, or illness, or can be all other factors. Alright, hold on a second. I'm gonna do something here with the Mercury. So if we do this by houses, we got Aries, Cancer, or is that Leo? Aries, Taurus, Gemini. No, that's Virgo. That's Virgo, I think. Okay, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. Okay, so Virgo, Libra. This is Pisces. Okay, so we'll do Aries, South Node. South Node in Aries refers to a placement in astrology that represents the lessons and experiences a soul is ready to release, often from past lives or outdated patterns. It signifies a natural comfort with certain traits, while the corresponding North Node in Libra indicates the new path one is meant to develop, focusing on relationships, diplomacy, and self-awareness through the me versus you axis of the identity axis. Bro. Okay, and then we'll do Pisces. South Node indicates a past life comfort zone centered on intuition, spiritual connection, and fantasy, but one that may lead to escapism in the present. In the current life, this position encourages a shift away from the comfort zone and towards its opposite, the North Node in Virgo. We have Virgo out here, which focuses on developing practicality, analytical thinking, and healthy relationships with perfectionism. The South Node in Pisces represents mastered yet potentially stagnant. You staying in this shit is stagnating you. Energy that can be used as a foundation while the individual evolves towards the Virgo North Node's lesson of earthly organization, healing, and service. You do work in the service industry. Just saying. All of a sudden my nose is running. My nose wasn't running until just now. Okay, and then we have Libra South Node. Signifies a past life comfort with relationships, diplomacy, and a strong desire to please, which can lead to an over-reliance on others for security and identity. The life purpose involves moving away from this dependency toward... Ooh, do you see this? Did you see that? Towards the North Node in Aries, focusing on self-assertion, individuality, and personal leadership. Do you not see how far this thing is going up right now? This is shedding of old patterns to step into a new phase of personal growth and self-reliance. Okay? Last but not least, Virgo in South Node. The South Node in Virgo is a point in an astrology chart that represents past life patterns and habits, particularly related to analysis, perfectionism, and service. When the South Node is in Virgo, an individual is encouraged to release these tendencies to move towards their North Node in Pisces, which represents the growth area of imagination, spirituality, and intuition. The lunar nodes, entered this axis in January 2025 and will remain there until July 2026, prompting a collective journey of integrating the spiritual and the practical. I've just been got to look at this. Karmic baggage. The energy of the South Node in Virgo can manifest as a deep-seated need for control, perfectionism, and self-criticism. It can also be a tendency to overanalyze situations and relationships. Yeah. Okay, so we just did that with the South Nodes, right? We do that with the South Nodes. So we're going to look at this in Mercury. Virgo in Mercury. Mercury is ruled by Gemini and is basically the planet of communication. Okay. Mercury in Virgo is an astrology. This thing keeps going off when I start talking about certain things. An astrological placement where the planet of communication, Mercury, is in the Earth sign of Virgo. This combination is associated with a highly analytical, logical, and detail-oriented mind. Individuals with this placement are often practical, organized, and have excellent problem-solving skills, though they can also be prone to overthinking, being overly critical, and hyper-focusing on details. Okay? Then we got Aries and Mercury. Mercury in Aries creates a fast-thinking, directed, impulsive communication style. Individuals with this placement are quick to grasp ideas, speak their minds without hesitation, are action-oriented, often leading to rapid decision-making and problem-solving. This can manifest as being blunt, assertive, and sometimes impatient, valuing speed and directness in thought and communication. The motorcycle's just going off in the background here. Okay, Pisces and Mercury. Okay, Mercury in Pisces describes an astrological placement where the planet of communication and intellect is in the sign of Pisces, resulting in a thought process that is compassionate, intuitive, imaginative, and creative. This placement often leads to communication that is emotional and empathetic, with a talent for using metaphors and artistic expression. While individuals may be perceived as highly creative and empathetic, this position can also be challenging, leading to an overwhelming mind or difficulty being direct. And then we did Virgo, Aries, Pisces, now Libra. Libra and Mercury. This is in a sign of Libra, resulting in a communication style that is diplomatic, fair, and seeks compromise and harmony. Individuals with this placement are skilled negotiators, intelligent, and value balanced and thoughtful conversations. On the downside, this can lead to indecisiveness due to a fear of making an unbalanced choice that might upset others. I mean, my nose is so stuffy right now. It was not doing that before. I wasn't having any issues whatsoever until just now with my nostril. Are there any more messages you would like to get out through the Scrabble letters in front of me? No. Are there other messages regardless of what's out here? Yeah. Is it about romantic partnerships? Career? Finance? Okay. So the next one we're going to do is going to be finance. That's crazy. That was that literally just explained everything that I was getting out here. And of course, if you ask this person this, that they do stuff if you had an inkling they might do something, or if they do, and you try to confront them, of course they're not going to admit to it. They're not going to admit to it. They won't, because they know they'll lose you. For real, they'll lose you. Okay, but just remember, 26 days, a whole month, do a spiritual cleanse. It's not that hard. I'm telling you right now. It really is not that hard, okay? Because it's going to be hard the first the first 1 to 2 weeks, okay? It's going to be a little difficult, but once you just, do something else, go when you start to feel the urge to go do something, go for a walk. Do something creative, like it was talking about doing something creative, pick up a paintbrush, do some painting, do some drawing, maybe just do some writing, do some journaling. Anytime you start to get a craving, an urge to do something, counteract that with something else. Find something that's going to work for you. Okay? And like I said, do not eat or drink anything this person gives you. Do not do it, or else you're just going to backtrack. And it is saying get out, leave, and all that other stuff. So once you do, the thing is like, once you accept to do that, everything's going to be fine. Everything's just going to fall into place. Because the first time you told me that you did that, everything was working out for you, and then they pulled on your little heartstrings, and now you're going into chaos. Okay, so now we're going to be talking into finance. I'm getting, roll the dice again. So this is about the finance. See, we're already 50 minutes in, so I can't send this. So this is why I have to make it public. Alright, so this is about your finances. 12255. One, two, two, five, five. These are the different products or services, including a specific model of MagnaFlow exhaust muffler, a brand of pre-mixed tile adhesive from Henry, a 4-hole zinc hinge from 80/20. Remember the 80/20 rule. Hold on. I know that the 80/20 rule. 80/20 rule. The 80/20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle, is the observation that approximately 80% of the outcomes come from 20% of the causes. This suggests focusing on the vital few 20% of actions that yield the majority of results. Well, I just heard a confirmation sound. While giving less time to the trivial many, the produce fewer outcomes. Okay. This principle can be applied in many areas, from business and project management to personal productivity and even nutrition. Okay, so we're going to go back to the number. The Indian Railways. Somebody might have some Indian heritage. Train KGM Garib Rath. I don't know. A nautical chart from the Little Creek Naval Amphibious Base and a type of Matterhorn work boot. To determine the correct meaning, more context is needed to identify the specific item. Okay. We'll do spiritual. Alright, the number sequence 12255 combines the meanings of 1, 2, and 5, with the 5 being a highly significant repeating number. Spiritually, it signifies major life changes, transformation, personal freedom, and the need to embrace new beginnings, often with divine guidance. It suggests a path toward greater personal authenticity, pursuing your passions and trusting the challenges. Challenges may be like, I meant to say changes. It says changes, but challenges came out. I don't take anything as coincidence. The trusting that changes are part of a divine plan for your growth. I'm trying to fuck with my throat chakra. Okay. Okay, breakdown of the number sequence. The number 1 represents new beginnings, leadership, and individuality. Number 2 symbolizes partnership, cooperation, and diplomacy. Number 5 appears twice, amplifying its message of major life changes, transformation, freedom, and adaptability. See, it's with that adaptability coming out when I said everything will be fine, leave, get out, everything will be fine. Once you make that decision, the final decision to cut ties, to cut it off and go on your merry little way, because you're not responsible for these people. You're not. As much as they want to sit here and be like, oh, woe is me, well, then fucking do something about it, damn it. Like, what the fuck? Go do something about yourself. Like, you can't do nothing. You're just, at this point, it's just enabling. Okay? So we're going to get into your finances. What do you want to say to my coworker about their finances. Hold on, let me get another incense going here because they're about to die. That's not the one I wanted. Where is it? Well, that came out for a reason. This is Fortune. Fortune. So that came out for a reason. We're going to put this one out and we're going to put out my regular stuff. So I pulled this one out for a specific reason. We're doing finances and this is about fortune. Okay? That one's about to go out real soon. That's wild that just happened. I didn't even mean to pull that one out either. I thought I was pulling on my usual stuff, which is this thing. Put you down. I'm just waiting for them to light up a little bit. Light them up, light them up, I'm on fire. In the dark, dark. Light 'em Up by Fall Out Boys might be significant. You might want to listen to that song or just read the lyrics. But, you know, listening to the song is so much better than just reading the lyrics. I love Fall Out Boys. Finances for my coworker. Looking, not looking, not looking. Okay. Aquarius. Virgo. We got fixed. Fixed is about stability, and that's what we're talking about. My nose is feeling better now. My nose is not dripping. It felt like a faucet for a second there. I got that song stuck in my head now, so it is significant. You definitely want to listen to that song. Nest. I don't have all the letters, but I'm hearing a nest egg. Nest egg is a phrase people use when they're trying to save money. They call it a nest egg. Here, I'll get a... Yep, a nest egg is a sum of money saved or invested for future financial goals such as retirement or a down payment on a house or a child's education. It can be built by consistently contributing to investment accounts like a 401k or IRA, which allows earnings to grow through reinvestment and compounding over time. It's a financial safety net. It's a long-term savings goal to provide financial security for major life events. So if you're not doing that, you should do it now. You should definitely start. Should I pull out more letters? Yes. Okay. looking, not looking, not looking, not looking, not looking. Okay, we got Venus, number 6, minus sign. Something's in the negative, maybe. Triple X again. Yep, not okay. Now we got it out here. The nest egg. Yep. Nest egg. I just saw bird for whatever reason. Bird. Oh, look at nest egg, bird. I'm hearing also parrot, and parrots like to repeat. So you're probably going to hear the same song and dance. You know how I was talking about the. Hold on. Let me flip all these over. Hold on. You're probably going to start hearing the same song and dance that you heard over and over and over again that's been keeping you in this situation. Okay, check this out. Same. Okay, song. And then we got dance. Yeah, same song and dance. Should I pull out any more letters? No. Okay. So I'm getting, you're going to be hearing the same song and dance over and over and over again. You keep falling for it, it's going to keep putting you in the same cycle over and over and over again. So if you don't want to deal with that, you're going to have to make some changes. It may be hard, but you're going to have to put your foot down, set some boundaries. Or I'm hearing, I just saw a tall tale. They're going to give you like some, sob story about why I love you, don't leave. What am I supposed to do with myself? Get help? Like, the fuck? I mean, you're going to have to get to a point where you're just going to be like, the fuck you want me to do about it? You've been suffocating my ass, the hell? Where's my cue? Where's my cue? Cue. I'm not bong. Just so you know, keeping up, you know how I was saying spiritual cleanse and detox and stuff? That's also going to help you save a lot of money. So that money that you normally would put into that type of stuff, set it aside, put in the nest egg for yourself. Do not give these people access to it whatsoever. Don't even mention anything to them about it. Don't. I'm telling you, don't do it. They're going to take it from you. They're going to steal it from you. They're going to find a way to take it from you. Save. I don't have a V out here, do I? No, but the nest egg's about saving. So okay, let me get this together here. Let me get my shit together. Might be maybe another bond, 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 savings bond. U.S. savings bonds are low-risk debit securities issued by the U.S. government that offer a secure way to save money and earn interest over time. They are available exclusively in electronic form through the government's website, treasurydirect.gov. Well, that came out for a reason. You might want to check out treasurydirect.gov and see what you could possibly do. Bonds earn interest for up to 30 years. This interest is accrued monthly and compounded semi-annually. My nose is getting, my nostrils getting stuffy again. I'm on to something. I guess that's like, I've heard of like other psychics like getting that type of like nasal issue whenever they're doing the reads, and I was just like, I never really had that problem. I guess it's another ascension symptom. Yay. It's annoying is what it is. I mean, I got you. I love how you're telling me about it, but like that's just annoying. I was like, could you just like, I don't know, make my ass twitch or something? I don't know, something. Something other than the nose dripping, because that's just annoying. I'm getting shepherd. Do I have an R out here? Yes. Shepherd. Okay, so a shepherd is a leader, but I'm getting more of like being your own shepherd. You're gonna have to be a little selfish nowadays. Okay, shepherd meaning. Okay. So a person who tends and rears sheep, tend to sheep as a shepherd, or guide or direct in a particular direction. So this is guiding you to a specific direction, and it's going to be up to you whether or not you follow it. Okay? But if you don't, you just keep keeping yourself in stagnant energy and not doing anything about it, you're just going to sink lower in the... It's like if you watch that movie Get Out, again, Get Out, when they do that hypnosis thing and he goes into that deep sinking and everything's just like he still sees stuff, but he's just falling further and further away. That's what's happening with you right now. You need to get out. So savings, look into nest egging. I don't know how long you've been at the job, but see about maybe your 401k. I'm just hearing about Beagle. Yeah, so Beagle, okay, so I think Beagle has something to do about looking into 401ks you might have stashed somewhere else. Yep, Beagle 401k. Okay. Meaning. Okay. So, Beagle 401k refers to the services offered by the company Beagle, a financial technology platform that helps users find, manage, and consolidate old and new 401k retirement accounts. Beagle provides a consolidated view of all retirement funds, identifies hidden fees, and offers services for consolidating accounts into new plans, including its own specialized 401k. Remember we were talking about the nest egg. So you might want to look into that. I don't know why this is coming out. You will know better than I. Baby mama, whether you're a baby mama or she's a baby, or the person you're dealing with is a baby mama of some sort. Is there any more messages you want me to get out in this? No. Okay, so the next thing, well, I'm actually going to read into this a little bit right here. But do you want me, are there any more messages you want me to get out? Does it have to do with the person's animals? I just heard a confirmation, yes. Is there any other messages other than the animals do you want me to get out? No. Okay. All right, so before we get into the final message that we're going to get into is going to be about your pets, your animals, because I know you have them. and you're worried about that as well. So before we do that, we're going to get into what this is. We got Venus. So we'll do Aquarius in 6th house, meaning first. All right, a person who is unconventional in their daily routines, work, and health habits, often seeking innovative solutions, or service-oriented roles that involve social reform or technology. Their health can be linked to the nervous system, circulation, and ankles, and they may have a unique approach to wellness. They often find satisfaction through work that is mentally stimulating and humanitarian focused. Okay. And then we got Virgo, 6th house. Okay, it signifies a deep connection to daily routines, work, health, and service. This placement emphasizes a meticulous, analytical, and detail-oriented approach to daily life, health management, and professional duties. Individuals with this placement often find satisfaction in organizing their lives, taking on tasks, and helping others though they may struggle with perfectionism, stress, and balancing self-care with service. This is literally confirming what we were talking about before about doing a spiritual cleansing, detoxing your body for at least 26 days. Okay, and then we have Virgo in Venus. The planet Venus was in the zodiac sign Virgo at the time of the person's birth it doesn't listen. Influencing their approach to love, relationships, and values. Individuals with this placement often express affection through practical acts of service and thoughtfulness, and they value loyalty and clear communication. However, this can also lead to a tendency for perfectionism or dissatisfaction, especially if they try to fix a partner instead of accepting them fully. Meaning, like, you don't have to accept them in the sense of you want to be with them, but you accepting them for who they are. And once you do that, you'll be so free. You'll understand who they are and understand what they do, and you're able to move accordingly. Okay, Aquarius and Venus indicates a love for unconventional, mentally stimulating, and platonic relationships where friendship is key. Individuals with this placement are attracted to partners who are progressive and share their innovative ideas. They value individuality, need freedom, and may express affection through intellectual compatibility, words of affirmation, and a shared mission to improve the world. Okay, and 6. 6 is what? Is it Virgo? It's Virgo. And we already did Virgo, so Virgo came out again. So yeah, we got negative, so something could be in the negatives. Some type of balance is in the negative. Fixed is about stability. So yeah, so that's what we got for finances. Now we're going to get into the final part, which is about your animals, because when I saw a beagle, I started thinking about dogs and your pets. Like, I know you have pets. Okay. What do you want to say to the coworker about their pets? And the candles are almost out too. 1, 2, and 3. 3, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. The number 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 can refer to several things, including the ISO standard for measuring electronic camera resolution. Okay, well, we're not doing all that. Okay, spiritual meaning. Well, damn. Okay, so the number sequence 12233 is interpreted as a spiritual message combining the energies of the numbers 1, 2, and 3, suggesting themes of new beginnings, faith, divine guidance, strength, wisdom, and spiritual awakening. It indicates that you are now on the right path towards your purpose and being supported by the universe or higher powers. Remember when I said in the very beginning, in the first message, is that like once you do everything that it's asking you to do, everything will be fine. Okay? The presence of repeating digits amplifies their meaning, encouraging you to maintain positive thoughts and be open to new experiences. Okay, the number 1 represents new beginnings, leadership, and the power of your thoughts and intentions to manifest your reality. Number 2 signifies balance, harmony, faith, and partnership. It suggests that divine support is available for you on your journey. Remember I said, if you follow what they're saying, they're going to help. They're going to be with you. They're going to help you grow. And look at this. Number 3. This is considered a master number in spiritual context, associated with the heightened spiritual energy, growth, and creativity. Double 2 and 3, the repetition of these digits amplifies their energies of divine support, wisdom, and spiritual awakening. Okay. What would you like to say to my coworker about their pets? Because I know they are worried about their animals and what they should do. Because if they leave, what are they supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, not looking, not looking, not looking, not looking. We got 12, 1, 8, Taurus. That is a W. Another W. Okay. That's a Z. Oh, we got a fire sign out here too. Because I'm the same way. Like I'm not just going to abandon my animals. You know what I mean? I won't do it. Like I will find a way to make sure my animals will come with me in one way or another, because I know I will take care of them no matter what. Do you want me to pull out any more letters? Yes. I'm actually seeing break free. Mutable adapts. We have South Node again, Sagittarius, we have Create, Adapt, this. I think that's Lilith. Remember we were talking about Lilith the last time. Oh no, that's Uranus, okay. If that was Neptune, I would have been like, that's illusions. Something's going on. Wait, no, 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 yep. Okay, so that's the exclamation point. Got X, W. I'm hearing it, but I'm going to see if it actually comes out. Because you may not like what I'm about to say. Because I know you have a lot. Like it's not like you got one, two, maybe three animals. I know you have a lot. Okay, yeah, it's coming out. I'm sorry, but it's coming out. It's not saying all, but it is saying some. Rehome, some. And we got www out here, World Wide Web. FB, Facebook. Volunteer. Good thing is that we got family coming out. Rehome. That light's just going off again. With I don't think I have another H, but you got rehome with family, with family. So even like say for just you can say like it's a oh it's coming out. Okay. It is coming out. I just got to get my words. Rehome with family, Tim. I know you're out here. I know you are. I thought I saw you. Do I not have another P? You can ask family members that you need to rehome them temporarily. Somebody might be able to volunteer that for you. And it says rehome some. It's not telling you to get rid of all of them. Rehome some of them. You can rehome them with family, or you can go through Facebook and find them a really, really good home to be with. And I can always use my pendulum to figure out if these people are going to be good enough for them to live with. You know what I mean? So I can do that for you too. Like say like, hey, I found this family on Facebook, and I wanted to know if it would be a good fit for my such and such pet, and then I can give you a yes or no on that. Does my coworker need to rehome all of the animals? No, some of them. Yes. Is it going to be permanently? Are you saying kinda, sorta, or yes? Okay. It's going to be up to you if you want to rehome them temporarily with somebody, like through family, or permanently, like give them a really good home to go to. Like you will be sad. I mean, like if I had to do that, I would like be downright crying. You know what I mean? But sometimes you have to do. Remember when we were speaking about challenges and changes and stuff like that? There are things that you're going to have to do in order to make your financial situation better, because obviously these people that you're with right now are not helping in any way whatsoever. If anything, they're they're causing. Because the thing is, it's like if you don't do this and you are put out from your home, where do you think these animals are going to go? Do you think it's going to be fair for them to be living out on the street like with you, or would it be better to find them a home where you know that they're going to be loved and taken care of, and having that you know cozy, cushy family that's going to love and nurture them the way that they're supposed to. Okay. Are there any more messages you want me to get out about the pets? No. Okay. So now we're going to get into exactly what this could be for you. And then we're going to end the read. So we have 12, 1, and 8. We have Taurus, Sagittarius, South Node, we got that. We also have Lilith and Uranus. Okay, so I know we did 1 and 12 in South Node already, but we don't have 8 in South Node. So let's do 8. What's 8th? What's the 8th zodiac? Is that Scorpio? Yeah, it's Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio and South Node. Okay, so Scorpio South Node indicates a past life comfort zone associated with intense experiences. This will be intense. Power dynamics and control, which the individual must learn to let go of. Oh man. Okay. This placement suggests natural talents in areas like transformation, investigation, but also an over reliance on these habits, leading to a challenge of moving towards the growth path of the North Node, which for Scorpio is Taurus. And we got Taurus out here. Life purpose involves balancing these deep-seated patterns with the need for stability, sensory pleasure, and groundedness found in Taurus. Okay, so we also got Taurus out here. Terms and conditions apply. Taurus and South Node represents a comfort zone rooted in past life patterns related to the material world, stability, and enjoying life's physical pleasures. Individuals with this placement are strongly connected to material possessions, impeccable taste, and the results of their labor, but must learn to balance this by evolving towards their North Node in Scorpio to embrace life's mysteries, emotional transformation, and psychological depth. All right, we also have Sagittarius in South Node. Indicates a past life comfort in areas of freedom, adventure, and higher philosophy, suggesting a natural inclination towards travel, learning, and nomadic lifestyle. This placement represents a soul gift from past lives and the individual's life purpose in this one involves moving toward their north node in Gemini. The challenge is to balance this past life comfort with the need to develop new skills in areas of focused communication and local connection, as indicated by the Gemini North Node. So you know how I said it's going to be up to you whether or not you want to temporarily rehome or permanently rehome? If you can't find like family that you trust to be able to temporarily rehome your pets, then you're going to have to look towards to permanently rehoming certain pets. It's not saying all of them, it's saying some of them, okay? Alright, so Sagittarius and Lilith represents the wild, untamed, and rebellious aspects of the self that refuse to be constrained by conventional rules or societal norms. It may manifest as a fierce independence in beliefs, philosophy, and worldview, a powerful drive for freedom, and a rejection of dogma or oppressive structures. Individuals with this placement might struggle with feeling repressed, misunderstood, or judged for their beliefs and their desire for truth, and they may experience intense frustration with limitations. Okay, we got Taurus and Lilith. Associated with an empowered, wild sensuality and a rejection of conventional values surrounding money, possessions, and pleasure. This placement indicates someone who is intensely grounded and connected to their desires, but who may also feel exiled or afraid to express the untamed, powerful, and sometimes destructive side of their sensuality, which comes out when their security or values are threatened. Okay, we also got Pisces. Describes a person's hidden or shadow side, which is characterized by deep emotional intensity, a connection to the subconscious, and the potential for psychic or spiritual gifts. This placement can manifest as a fear of being overwhelmed by emotions, a tendency towards escapism, or a secretive struggle with issues related to the collective unconsciousness. The position indicates a power, often repressed, wild sexuality, and a need to confront and integrate these taboos and fears to find empowerment. We got Scorpio, Lilith, representing the untamed, instinctual, and often hidden parts of the psyche, particularly when Lilith is in the sign of Scorpio. This placement is associated with intense emotions, sexuality, power dynamics, and the desire to explore the depths of human experience such as trauma, healing, and transformation. This concept is not a physical object, but a calculated point in an astrological chart representing the farthest point of the moon's orbit. Okay. And then Aries. Represents a passionate, bold, and assertive energy, often linked to a desire for control and independence, especially in relationships and sexuality. This placement can manifest as a fiery and dominant personality that might be perceived as aggressive, but it also points to a powerful, potentially volatile, and independent expression of identity. Okay, so that's Lilith, and then we're going to look into Uranus. Aries and Uranus refers to the generational placement of Uranus in the zodiac sign of Aries, which occur. Okay, well, we're not reading all that. We just need what it means. Okay, so and creates a generational influence focused on radical independence, technological innovation, and social change. So this also combination combines Uranus's drive for sudden change with Aries' pioneering spirit, leading generations to forge new paths and challenge limitations. Okay, then we have Scorpio and Uranus. So it's like it's a lot about transformation and changes. All right. So with intense and transformative changes in areas like science, economics, and personal relationships, Uranus, the planet of change, is considered exalted in its strongest position. In Scorpio, the sign of depth and transformation. The combination of Uranus and Scorpio is thought to bring about extreme shifts and breakthroughs. Personal impact. For individuals, this placement can lead to sudden changes in partnerships, relationships, and personal and emotional foundations. Some astrologers predict this energy will result in significant personal revelations and shifts in the way people relate to one another. Okay, and then Pisces, we got two more signs after this one to go into that, and then we are going to call the read. Okay. The combination of Uranus's rebellious, innovative energy with Pisces' spiritual and mystical nature. I lost my place. This placement is associated with a generation focused on revolutionizing spiritual beliefs, embracing mystical and artistic approaches to social justice, and pioneering new forms of creative expression and healing. Remember when I was sitting there saying about, if you're starting to feel the urges for certain things, like you got to transmute that into something else to help you, break through and break free of what we got in the first one. Okay, we got Taurus. From a historical and astrological perspective, Uranus in Taurus refers to the period when the planet Uranus transits through, okay, yeah, we get that, a time marked by disruption and change in areas like finances, values, and stability. This transit began in May 2018, but Uranus entered the sign of Gemini in July 2025. It is retrograded back to Taurus. Okay, well, yeah, okay. We don't need that. We need, okay. Astrological meaning. Planet of disruption. Uranus represents change. Okay, yes, we know that. Sign of stability. The combination. The transit of Uranus through Taurus forces radical and unconventional shifts in areas like money, technology, and how we value things, challenging the status quo and leading to unexpected disruptions and innovations. Okay, and then we're doing, last but not least, Sagittarius. Okay. Creates generations focused on breaking. Okay, so this created generations focused on breaking down cultural barriers, expanding global consciousness, and innovating education and international relationships. Individuals with this placement tend to resist restrictive beliefs. You is basically saying you're going to resist what they're telling you, but if you do what they're saying, if you're doing what spirit is telling you to do, like everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to be just fine. All right, it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough, but you know what? If you don't want to end up out on the streets, like this is what you're going to have to do, and it's not going to be fair for the animals. So you're going to have to put what you want to the side in order to do what's best for your pets. I get it. It sucks. I get it. Okay, I would cry my little heart out. Okay, so the combination. I'm trying to look for the combination. I don't see a combination for this one. What the fuck? Okay, so Uranus in Sagittarius is also associated with the urge for change and revolution in areas related to beliefs, philosophy, and social norms. Okay, individual characteristics, evolving worldview. Their worldview is not fixed. They are constantly reimagining their beliefs and sense of possibility through lived experience. This placement fosters a wild honesty and a strong sense of inner truth, encouraging a life that grows and changes as the person does. So, that is what I have for you. So I'm hoping this helps. I get the pet thing is probably going to be the hardest one to like deal with and accept at this point, because obviously, like, I mean, apart from my son, right? Apart from my child, when it comes to animals, like, I love animals more than people. I get it. Like, I will always, obviously, always choose my son over all else every single time. But sometimes when it comes to your family or your pets, you always have to do what's best for them, and eventually. So you can either wait until the universe forces your hand to do so and there's nothing you can do about it whatsoever, or you can get a hold on it now and be like, okay, if I have a way to temporarily rehome some of my animals so that way I can get back on my feet, then, it's best to do that now than to wait. All right, so I hope this helps. I hope, if you have any questions throughout this read, write them down as they go and get back to me, and then I can go back into this and give you some more answers to that, okay? But that's all I got for you tonight. We're about an hour and 40 minutes in, and I hope you find what you're looking for, and this gave you some clarity on what you may already know or had, you know, you know, inklings about. So, love ya. Take care, and yeah, I'll see you on Monday. Bye. Like, share, and subscribe.